Welcome back everyone to my IDC 38 run. This is the third group stage match in top 8 where I'm up against MarioZ at the top of the screen who is playing WD Ailzonius, and I'm at the bottom of the screen playing WD Aggro. Mario is going to win the die roll here, which is going to be important. To be honest, I've never had this matchup before, so we'll see how it goes. Usually Ailzonius is a good deck against aggros, but in this case I have Melnias that can trade with Ailzonius, and I also have a double unicorn fish and 4 spiral gates which can bounce his Ailzonius baits if necessary. So we'll see how close the matchup is. He's gonna have a Hulkus on turn 3, and I'm also gonna have the same. Then Spinning Terror is just gonna break one shield. Charging the first light mana, but he changes his mind. Maybe he intends to summon MarioZ instead. He's already charged 2 Spiral Gates, and Aqua Surfer and a Colon, so that gives me hope that there will be less triggers in his shields. So he's gonna play MarioZ, and now he's thinking if he wants to break a shield with Hulkus, and of course he decides against it. Now this turn I can just summon another Spinning Terror and Spiral Gate his MarioZ to prevent him from killing Aqua Hulkus next turn. Unfortunately for me, he's gonna have an Aqua Surfer in the second shield, which is just gonna bounce the Aqua Hulkus. So that's gonna slow me down a little bit at least. Next turn I'm hoping to take all of his shields to prevent him from laying a Holio with Emerald. Now he's gonna summon a Sirion and an Emerald, getting back Spiral Gate. Now it's gonna break some shields with Hulkus and Surfer. Now I even have the option of bouncing the Bilex to run over the Surfer and Hulkus. I'm thinking of charging Unicorn Fish, but I could also potentially charge Hulkus just to hold on to the Unicorn Fish. I kinda have to kill those two, because if he evolves into Ailzonius, he can go for 5 shields essentially, and I only have 3 left. So I kinda have to do this. And I just decide to bounce the Sirion here. And yes, if you block Spinning Terror, it's gonna be 5000 power, because as soon as you block it, it gets a power boost. So yeah, got rid of 3 attackers, and now we're both on 3 shields. Next turn I wanna try to break all of his remaining shields, otherwise if I leave him on even 1 shield, he can place down a Holio with Emerald, and then I kinda have no way of killing him anymore. And he's just gonna evolve on top of Ailzonius just to kill 1 Spinning Terror. This turn I would... Okay, I don't know why I did that. Knowing that there could be Emerald plus Holio, I would have rather just gone for Melnia plus instant Spin Slicer. But there would have been a colon anyway, so it didn't really matter. I can already tell that in this matchup it's gonna really depend if you're able to take down all of his shields before he's able to set his Holio in the last shield. He's gonna tap the Melnia, which he's planning to kill with Colon, I'm assuming. Mario is still thinking. I'm not sure if he has Emerald and Holio in hand, or perhaps he has Bilex, which he can use to get the Holio from his mana zone first. And yeah, he is gonna play Emerald and set down what is most likely Holio. He was pretty unlucky to hit into 2 triggers after he already charged like 5. Though I'm not sure how many triggers he's playing. He's just gonna summon double Emerald and Bilex. And now I can just take down the last shields. I can kill the Ailzonius and the Colon, but I would need double bounce for the 2 Emeralds, which I currently don't have. Best I can do is maybe bounce one of the Emeralds and have a Spin Slicer to stand in the way of the other Emerald. But he just returned a Spiral Gate to his hand with Bilex, so I don't think that's gonna be enough. Okay, I also have an Aqua Guard. I'm not sure why I go for Holio. Okay, because I didn't bounce an Emerald, so he was my only option there. So yeah, I lost to the Holio, and we're going to game 2 where I go first, leading things off with an Emerald. Thankfully he doesn't have a turn 2 play, so I'm just gonna play Aquahulcus and I'm gonna draw into another unicorn fish. So now if he summons anything like Sirion or Aquahulcus, I can just bounce it again with unicorn fish. And he's gonna play Sirion here, and I can just bounce it with the unicorn fish and go for 2 more shields. He is gonna get an Aqua Surfer here. I'm not sure what he's gonna bounce, probably the Melnia. Okay, he decides to bounce the Aquahulcus. He's most likely going to trade with Melnia here. He's just gonna play Emerald, setting probably a Holio, and he's just gonna trade with Melnia. And now I could either bounce the Bilex and go for 1 shield, or just summon Aquahulcus and Spinning Terror and wait 1 more turn. Just gonna summon Petrova to boost gladiators and break a shield with Emerald here. And this turn I'm most likely going to summon Unicorn Fish and Propeller, bounce the Bilex and just go for the 2 remaining shields. And I'm going into the final shield with Unicorn Fish, so he has to bounce the Aquahulcus, which means I'm gonna have a bait for Spin Slicer in hand. And now he's in a really tough position because he cannot finish me this turn, and at best he can kill maybe 3 creatures with Colon. Okay, so he's just gonna play double Bilex and run over Spinning Terror and Unicorn. And he's even thinking of breaking 1 more shield. And now I can just summon Aquahulcus and evolve it into Spin Slicer, go for game. Now we're on to the final game where MarioZ is gonna be on the play. And I'm gonna have to focus on taking down all of his shields before he can set a Holio. So let's see if that's gonna happen. I'm deciding to go for Melnia because if I go for Spinning Terror and he plays Sirion, Sirion can just run over Spinning Terror. So yeah, and he gets a Spiral Gate from the first shield, which is a bit annoying. And he charges 3 Aqua Surfers, so that gives me some hope that there won't be more of them in shields, but you never know. So yeah, I'm just gonna play Spinning Terror and Melnia. Next turn I can go for Hulkus and Spiral Gate, a Bingle or whatever he summons. And he's using the ugly artworks for the Surfer and Petrova. I don't know why some people like those artworks, but I think they're kinda hideous. And he's just gonna summon a second Bingle, which is rather suboptimal. Now I can just bounce one of them with Spiral Gate and summon Aqua Hulkus as well. Yeah, I could also go for Spin Slicer, but I opt to bounce one of them instead. And yeah, I'm gonna take two shields here. If I didn't bounce one of them, he could have just evolved into Ailzonius to run over Spin Slicer and trade with Melnia with the other one. And I can still go for Spin Slicer next turn. He's charging an Ailzonius and thinking for a while. 4 mana could be, yeah, Magris and then Bilex perhaps. Yes, playing Bilex to grab the one of the Holy Oaths. And he's thinking if he wants to trade or if he wants to go for a shield. Not sure what he has in hand. In his position, maybe it would be better to take a shield. But if he wants to trade with Melnia, that's also not a bad play, yeah. Because that's gonna spare his Ailzonius. So now I can try to break the final 2 shields, and if I dodge shield trigger in shield 4, I'll be able to take both shields down and he won't be able to go for last shield Holy O. He's thinking for a while if he wants to block here. He can block or he can hope for a trigger. And he decided to hope for a trigger, and his prayers have been answered. There was an Aqua Surfer in Shield 4, despite the fact that 3 of them were already in the mana zone. The 4th one was hiding in the shields, so yeah. And I even thought he had a split of 3 Surfers, 3 Holios before this game. But having 4 Surfers in Ailzonius makes sense. You kinda need them against Defend Rush. Now he's gonna be able to set that Holio he grabbed with Emerald. And also summon Sirion on top of that. He's breaking some shields here, and I really have to think what I want to bounce with Spiral Gate. And I'm kind of thinking of bouncing the Aqua Surfer so he can no longer take down any shields this turn. And yeah, next turn I can just go for Spin Slicer, kill the Magris. And then if he goes for Ailzonius, I can hope for a shield trigger, Spiral Gate. And yeah, Kara goes for a Spin Slicer, kill the Magris. And I'm just gonna break the Holio, and all I can do now is hope for a Spiral Gate in one of the shields, because he will have to attack with Ailzonius first to take down 2 shields. So that's the reason why I didn't bounce Spilex, because he most likely has another one. He would be on 7 mana anyway, so it was a better play to just bounce the Surfer to save 1 shield. And now I just have to hope for a Spiral Gate. I already had one, but so the odds of a second one are kinda low, but you never know. 2 of them are already in the grave, so chances are kinda low. And yeah, unfortunately I didn't have another one, so yeah, he's gonna take game 3. I have 1 match won and 2 matches lost in group stage. Otto and Mario also had the same outcome, but thanks to my higher tiebreak in Swiss, I'm gonna go into the top 4. So yeah, my deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested, and until next time, see ya.